Hello, everybody. My name is Baylor Bez, and welcome to the B&B Tavern Baylor's Blades. Yay! That was a stupid prop. I'm sorry. All right, but welcome back to Baylor's Blade. We are finally back after only just a month. It's not too bad. It says here we were last dated only like January 4th or something. That was pretty good. So we're back. We're better than ever. We have amazing cat ears. We have the amazing cognitive merchant folks. And we have the bloodthirsty puppets.
Yo.
Hello.
It's a very, very different in extremes of greetings, but I like it. You cover all your bases. So, before we begin this campaign, a couple of quick announcements. Does anybody have those that want to do something or say something to somebody? Like, I know Cognitive Merchant are doing a couple of cool things. Yes?
We are going to be at Convergence Con in the UK, where we'll be doing some raffles and having a stall there with all our crazy stuff. We'll be taking like a DM kit down to show off, and then selling lots of dice bags and cups, including things like this lovely cup here. This is our new Beholder dice cup.
It's very beautiful. I love those eyes.
Thirsty's holding one up as well.
Yeah, Thirsty has one there. We're going to be doing that plus on Twitter this week. We'll be putting up a like a little competition to win some of our little leather wrist cuffs that have other crazy eyes on.
Nice. And where can people find information on the convention so that way they can actually show up and buy amazing things from you?
Just go to convergence.com. .com? Is it .com?
That's a proper fez, by the way, Thirsty.
Yeah. Just Google Convergence. Convergence UK.
Not the window cleaners, right?
We are going to put on our website as well where we are at and stuff.
Yeah, so also check out the Cognitive Merchant, and we'll kind of post up everything.
That sounds perfect. I'm actually genuinely impressed. That's very good center of balance. Okay, well, props to Thirsty. Speaking of BTP, what have you guys been doing that is also as impressive as balancing that on your head?
I think we've surpassed. That's eclipsed everything. I think.
All right, fair enough.
Eclipsed everything. No, we've added a new game to our Twitch roster, so we have a game going out on a Monday night as well, which is really fun. Which is in our kind of newish, oldish, new to stream setting called Nuked, which is post-apocalypse, and our Friday group are about to go do a 1943 kind of investigation-y against the Nazis mission on a Friday night for the next couple of weeks, so that's going to be really fun.
So tabletop Wolfenstein.
Maybe. I will neither confirm nor deny. I only finished writing it this morning, but I would neither confirm nor deny.
Yes. But we will settle once and for all whether it's okay to punch Nazis, and/or stab them with large heavy things, and/or shoot them, and/or blow them up, and/or cast them into portals into hell. Who knows?
Possibly. It's going to be fun. Yeah, bit different.
Well, we thank you and salute you for exploring and exploiting this endeavor to see if this is an appropriate thing to do. As a Jewish person, I fully support it.
As a Polish person, I fully support it too.
Hey, there you go. All right. So, you got doubled the support. So either way, a couple announcements from me as well. Once again, head over to mechacon.com. I think it's just simply called that, or Mechacon Noel. Either way, if you look up Mechacon New Orleans, you can find the website and get tickets. Early bird, I think, ends about mid-March, and we will be there with the Cognitive Merchants selling some good stuff. And on top of that, we recently picked up our friends from also Manchester. Apparently Manchester just has the coolest people in the world. Yeah. Torchlight which is an amazing candle cup. Hey, there are some amazing people outside of Manchester. It's just there's a large pool of them, you know.
Yeah.
We just all jammed in together.
Yeah.
Us non-Mancunians, we've come to accept it. There are like 2 or 3 decent people.
You mean us?
Still good.
Okay, not us.
No,
if we're the best of what is
we
to
might
offer
meet them at
outside
some
Manchester, we're screwed.
we might at some point meet them. You know, who knows?
They're either here or there, but yeah, we're gonna be there with Torchlight. We have a couple of giveaways to do. We have some cool bleeding effect candles and some dice candles. Like Grebo has been giving them amazing ideas, and these ideas are going to come into fruition and be sold at MechaCon along with their amazing stuff. We have a couple other new products that are also coming from COG that we're going to have there, like the plates that you like, the third eye kind of thing that people have been doing with the necklace, which I think is just one of the coolest, like, simplest aesthetic things in the world. It's brilliant.
Torchlight are definitely they're quite new, but they are just bringing out some really, really awesome products, and we know quite a lot of the stuff that they've got in the pipeline, and they're gonna make me very poor. They'll be like, "Oh, the candles! Yeah, well, one that does this and this and this." But they do make bespoke candles as well. So if anybody out there decides I want a Beholder candle or a Red Dragon candle or anything from kind of tabletop gaming, you just drop them a message and say this is what I'm after, and they make it for you.
And on top of that, if you want to do that with a little bit of a discount, they are doing a 30% discount on their website. So you can go to torchlight.com, I believe, and then enter the promo code B&B Tavern, and you can get 30% off your purchase, which is very generous and very nice. So we thank you very much, Torchlight, and we thank Cog the Merchant, we thank Gameplayware, and we thank Dark Silverforge. So we thank you all and love you so much. And we love TP as well, because they're just so damn good and cool. But either way, are you ready, guys? Get back into the show.
Yeah.
All
Sure.
right.
I had some sort of really deep husky voice, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You were like sort of like the Barry White of gnomes.
That's infinitely a better character than the one I have.
Barry White of Gnomes.
I don't know. I like Ducky. But either way, yes. When we last left our heroes, they really just tore up a family apart in the black market, deporting their children to their aunt and uncle in Cheeto, and they finally went back to Slough. Slough helped them out find Mordenkainen's mess hall and start hunting down this Shia LaBeouf fellow that they've been assigned to get. And it's during the Festival of Malice Dave, which is this famous hero, and they reach the Golden Crow Thieves Guild, which seems to be, as Ducky quoted, a sort of hipster version of a Thieves Guild that's actually doing good rather than bad. Like wannabe Thieves Guild. But they have Mordenkainen around back in the bar that's going on, and they entered, and Scales put on a beautiful show, was doing that, like, paint me one of your French girls positions on the piano.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, that was what he was explaining. You were doing good, and you told a few jokes, and then after that you found Shia LaBeouf, and I was about to ask you to roll into initiative, but I need first everybody to make let me check. I think I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Oh shit.
That's a 21.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
Mine is a 9.
15!
I rolls today.
Yep.
Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a wisdom. So just apply whatever you had now and
18.
11.
9.
Okay, so who has who has lower than 15? So
Suckers.
And then roll for shy. Ooh, just shy of it. And thank you. That was actually
save against himself. What the fuck?
Oh, he's not the one doing this. Ducky, you notice that everybody's about to charge in, and a brawl is surely brewing. That is about to happen. But you see all your compadres and Shyla frozen midway, and you see Morg just kind of like holding a finger wild-eyed.
I was about to say, is this perhaps a spell known as Hold Person?
Yes.
I would very much like to counterspell that.
Okay.
I don't want my companions being frozen. This is the silliest thing ever. I'm small and squishy. Okay. So, if there's There's 4, 5. That means it's got to be at least a level 5 spell, I think. No, level 6 spell. So I have to roll. Okay. So the DC is 10 plus the spell's level. What is the spell's level?
Spell's level, let's see. It was targeted Shyla, Scales, Shadowrunner, and you, and Shyla. So it was level 5.
Okay. So it's a DC of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I have to try and remember what I'm adding to it.
Drum roll, please.
Well. Aha, spellcasting ability. Sorry, I had to read the spell properly. I couldn't remember what it was.
Totally okay.
I've not used this spell in a very long time. I don't remember. Spellcasting ability is 8 plus, so that's 6. So I can technically dispel any spell of level 10. So it's fizzled.
Okay,
Woo!
fair enough. You feel your body's about. Everybody feels that their body's about to tense up, and then you hear Ducky just say "Nope," and then you feel your muscles relax again. But that does throw off the momentum, and right now you guys are kind of just. He's not attacking, but he's kind of in a readying position. He's kind of got his hands to his daggers and whatnot. So. What would you guys like to do? You're kind of in a Mexican standoff right now.
Or just rolled initiative?
You guys have not, because
maybe we can talk to him.
Yeah.
Tails.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll rephrase it. Maybe we can just try talking rather than all this violence. I'm trying to move away from this killing thing, even though it's really, really fun. Scales, you're up! And I'll push him in the smaller back towards Shalabuff.
Who just cast that spell?
It was Morg. He was trying to stop. He's like, no fighting in the tavern, thank you.
Okay, and we basically want to deal with Shia LaBeouf, right?
Your objective was to kill him.
You know.
Give him a slap on the face.
Yeah. So,
dead or alive?
Yeah. So has oh no, because even for Shia LaBeouf that will have been fizzled out, won't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't selectively choose who it's fizzling out on. It's either do or die. So I'd rather that you guys weren't paralysed.
Well, I will. Scales turns his head towards Morgy Morg and just said, "My deepest apologies. We didn't mean for the fight to start in here, but we simply must have a quiet word with this gentleman." And then he whips round to Shia LaBeouf, rests his hand on his sword hilt, and just says, I think maybe we should have a chat outside. What say you?
He kind of just takes off the hood. You see Shia LaBeouf in a very just like disgruntled, with like a little scar to the side, on his face, and he's like, "So you're not going to overwhelm me."
Let's talk outside. And Scales literally backs off towards the door and opens it for everyone. We don't want to destroy this gentleman's establishment or cause him any loss of business.
Right. So he is anybody gonna walk out before he does, or are you gonna let him go first?
Shadowstep will walk out first.
Okay. So you guys walk out. You kind of are just sort of in the side alley, in front of the door where there's the guards and whatnot. And people are just talking, and it looks a little bit busier because the day has progressed more. So it's now a little bit crazy. But you do find a table one of the tables outside, one of the round tables outside of the door, and you guys all kind of have a seat, and he has the seat like close to the street side, so that way in case anything goes down, he looks paranoid. He looks like so shady, like he's like twitching, look around, like his irises are just like darting everywhere.
Okay, so should we all sit down with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Let's get an even footing with him. I mean, he's probably a little taller than me.
Yeah.
Are we sitting at a table?
Yeah, there's like a little like bench kind of thing outside, isn't there?
Yeah, you know how like there's some cafes that have like the round metal table with like the chairs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, if there is a table, I will sit upon the table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do we have to shoo any homeless guys away from it first? Because like I seem to remember they were getting fed out here. Or was this?
That was in the other building, wasn't it? Where the homeless fed.
Yeah. That was in the barn. You guys are like to the side of the barn.
This is like Moggy Mog's outside smoking area.
Ah, yes.
Pretty much.
So Scales, he's gonna sit there and he's gonna have his hands underneath the table, and he's just slightly muttering underneath his breath. He's actually preparing a spell, kind of on the down low.
Okay.
Just in case he needs it.
Thinking of spells, didn't someone get a ability to summon a certain shark?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So what is it we want from Shia LaBeouf?
Don't we just want him dead? Oh wait, dead or alive, right?
Yeah.
What were the reasons for him needing to be dead?
What you were told by your lieutenant was okay. What you were told by your lieutenant is that one of the reasons why Shia LaBeouf is okay. One of the reasons why your lieutenant wanted Shia LaBeouf is because he was killing some of the mid-tier / higher rank officers for a few jobs, and like that was a big no.
Okay, so has he been killing our own?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And it was just like he was just like, it's sort of like off the beaten path kind of mission, and disadvantage on your next roll, Thirsty.
It's so hard to concentrate on anything when Thirsty's become Shark Bear Shark.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna be nice. Point of inspiration.
Don't reward him for this.
That cost money, damn it.
Yeah, that's fair. Certainly be probably the most expensive slivers in the U.S.
Gales wants to, he's just going to say out loud, so, you seem to have killed some of our lieutenants. explain yourself?
It's a job. I'm hungry. I get paid. What's more?
Think it's time to find a different job. Or you may find yourself completely unemployable. As you'll be dead.
He kind of like... he pulls out a dagger and just slams it on his table, like, out of rage. He's like, I used to be an actor, and I used to be so freaking at the top of my game, and I had to succumb to this, and you're telling me I can't do my own damn job well enough? I could kill you all right here, right now.
I look up at him with my big, innocent eyes, and say, look, I understand you feel there's nothing left for you. You're a failed actor. You have to try and find something else to do that isn't just waiting on tables. So you decided to become a killer. What the thing is, you know, killing our own is not a good thing. And don't worry, the money is phenomenal. The job is hilarious on occasions. And it gives you such an enormous feeling of kicking ass and being like a...
Exactly.
Exactly. But I used to be the most... She looks around. I used to be one of the most prolific assassins, but now I have a real job. I have steady money. I have meat shields, which is extremely helpful in our line of work. So what you want to do is, you know, look around at other ways of using your talents. You don't have to just be a normal assassin. I mean, you know the jobs can be a bit shady. People are always going to try and come and kill you. Why don't you find yourself a legitimate job which pays really well? I mean, there's an army. I mean, they're not going to take you now because you start killing your own, and that's the line. But there are other people who may employ you.
Like, maybe have you tried doing some very emotional music videos? I bet you'd be great in them.
I don't know. I saw him in that play, Trans something. It was, oh god, it was terrible.
The figs and the high shoes.
Oh, yes.
Ah.
I felt like that was one of my crowning achievements.
No.
Is he never coming on Tavern Talk? All right.
So what do you say? Why don't you try going on the straight and narrow?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, because even if he does go for a real job, he is wanted by the military.
So was I. Don't worry, have nothing to worry about. I mean, you just,
right, but you had a little bit of inside help. He doesn't.
Maybe. Well, that was incredible because they're both the same result. And that's a 16.
Oh. But after theater, all I know is killing and
you know,
doing
acting.
this.
Don't put yourself down. Don't start that cycle of negativity.
What we're asking is for your word that you will never kill again.
Or at least that you'll do it and hide the bodies better.
You literally have this opportunity right now, the next 5 seconds, to commit to this, or you'll no longer be able to do anything.
Or what?
And I release my hold person spell as he says that.
Okay. What's the DC?
So can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Right. I think his wisdom's -2 or something.
You never know. You might get lucky.
Hey, wait, there's 2 of us. I have a 2.
Let's see. Shia LaBeouf is... He's gonna make it... What's the DC again?
14.
Ooh. Let's see. Just landed that. Okay, it's you see no effect.
Okay. And I feel that my spell hasn't taken hold.
And he kind of leads in closer.
Yeah, and so Scales will lean in closer, but he's going to use prestidigitation, the one that I can't say.
Prestidigitation it's a lot of wank on the end of the word prestige.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then he's going to use that to make his eyes become fiery and glowing, and for his scales to shine a little brighter. And he leans in and says, "Otherwise, at best you leave cursed forever. At worst, you don't leave at all." And he gives him a smile, revealing all his dragonborn pointy teeth.
With a lip.
Yeah, with a list. Hey. Scales is scary.
He kind of just roll me a intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation. My rolls are shite today, but let's have a look.
But you're a bard, so it's pretty
yeah,
okay.
So
Roll the 2 gets 11.
13.
Sure.
Okay. He kind of just sort of smirks, and he just kind of like sheaths, and he says, I'll make you a deal. You leave me alone. I won't kill your guys, or I won't take any jobs that kills you guys, and I'll tell you who my hirer is.
Scales, he just leans back and looks at the rest of the blades, and it says, "What do you think?"
Sounds pretty bloody good to me.
I think if we bring in the boss instead, I think that will be even better. Yeah. Lucky?
Well, you have to swear also that you will stay with us until we have your boss in custody.
What?
It's
I'm not
only
going to
fair,
expose
'cause
myself.
What if you're lying? What if you're trying to take advantage of our good nature?
Very smart.
Thank you.
I actually have an idea for that.
Oh God.
Know the truth?
We could get him to stay with Ted the Sloth. In the other dimension, where the sword was. Yeah, and that way he wouldn't come to any harm, because Ted wouldn't do that. He's a nice fellow.
Who's Ted?
Oh, you'll see.
As long as he doesn't harm Ted.
Well, if he harms Ted, fuck him.
Okay. I'm in agreement with this plan. You tell us where your boss is. We'll put you in a nice little dimension with a dude named Ted the Sloth.
I am not going in dimension. I'm telling you, and then I'm leaving.
If you try and leave, we will just kill you.
Well, yeah. Has he got up to move away?
No, he's still sitting down.
Okay.
That's good for him. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm going to activate the ring of Ted.
Fair enough. A couple of streams of a shadowy, arcane stream come, and they twirl around each other, and then poof into a giant cloud that slowly forms into your lichen sloth friend Ted.
Hello, Ted.
Hey.
Oh, would you do me a favor, Ted?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Would you take my friend here? His name's Shia, I think. Something with an S.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, one of those. Could you take him, back to meet your family in the other place?
Yeah.
Just till we need him again. He's
Oh, so don't kill him.
Yet.
Yeah.
If he causes trouble, feel free. But
I mean, as you're saying this, he's like slowly getting up and walking away.
Okay, the second that he gets up, can he make me another wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure thing, buddy. That's not good. It's a 7.
Yes. Okay, I make good on my promise, and he is now cursed.
Okay.
He on where is it? Let me have a look. Each one of his turns, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and if he fails, he's going to waste his action doing nothing.
Nice.
Great.
So he basically, I'm going to kind of flavour it that if he fails, his muscles seize up a little bit and he gets a really gormless look on his face. So he's finding it really hard to think or move in any way.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Like a curse of troll stupidity.
Yeah. We just turned him into a dum-dum.
Fair enough. And like Ted goes to Scales. Nice.
So I did warn him. I played fair.
Didn't we
I was
also
trying.
didn't we also warn him that we're going to kill him if he got up and walked away?
Let's just tie him up and take him to Lord Baylor.
He hasn't told us who his boss is yet.
Yeah.
He's offered to, which means obviously he knows.
That's true.
Scale says, Blaze, I think this would be a very good time to surround this gentleman. And as we surround him, because like right now, because he's just failed, he can't do anything for his turn.
Yeah.
I activate my loot that then binds him.
Okay.
So I'm going to bind him, but I'm going to leave his mouth free. So he can't see, he can't move, but his mouth is free.
That's fair. The loot only just sort of intertwines around the torso, so he's it's just his arms that are wrapped in.
I just want him trapped while he can't do anything.
That's fair. And there you go.
Why don't we just get Ted to take him?
Well, we want to.
Then he can run and scream all he wants. He'll be somewhere else.
But we want to find out who his boss is. So I'm thinking.
We can always get him back.
Yeah, we should take him to Lord Baylor for sure.
Yeah.
Right, that was a far better suggestion than what I was going to have. We're just surrounding him and I was going to jump on him. So this is far safer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's haul ass and take him to the boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap myself around one of his legs so that even if he tries to make a break for it.
Okay. I was just going to say, can we just get Ted to chuck him in the pocket dimension and then summon Ted again to bring him out when we get there?
How often can you do your summoning thing?
I don't know. If not, he'll be stuck there for a while.
You have 3 charges a day.
Ah, excellent. So, would you do the honors, Ted? Please, it'd be a massive favour to us.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. And he just kind of like, with the back of his like sloth claw, just sort of boops Shia LaBeouf on the back of the head, and they just sort of just like they turn into like an arcane shadowy smoke from previous, and just suck back into your ring.
Woo! Cool.
I have an infamous serial killer on my hand. This is great. So,
I mean, yeah.
So, chaps, shall we go and meet the boss?
Yes. Let's haul ass back to base.
Yes.
All right. So you do just that. You might want to make. I want everybody to make a perception check.
15.
14.
Perception. 19.
So let's see. So 19, was that the highest one, or did somebody say higher? Nope. Okay. As you guys are looking around, and walking back to the cart, all your belongings have not been pickpocketed. Your cart is still there, and everything seems to be perfectly in order. You do see a couple of you do see while you're walking back, you do see a couple of the Golden Crow Thieves Guild members just sort of checking out the cart real quick to make.
Hey.
Yes,
Take
is
a
this
walk,
your cart?
pal.
Take a walk? Who do you think you're talking to? You're talking to the Golden Crow!
This
I throw
is a
a stone.
tiny face of not giving anything like a fuck. Get away from my cart. Take a walk, pal.
Roll intimidation.
Oh my god.
With
With what, sorry?
advantage.
Yeah.
It's just a half orc and some scrawny like human kid.
She gives no fucks. 21.
Whoa!
Uh,
Brown trousers time.
Fuck away from my cart, asshole!
He kind of like puts his hand close to his dagger, but you can see the thing's shaking, and he's like trying to pull it out, but he's just like through the shakiness drops the dagger and picks it up again. And Alistair's just like rolls his eyes, and he just looks at you guys like, the half orc just rolls his eyes and is like, I'm so sorry. He's a new guy. Don't worry. Yeah, have a happy Malice Dave. Goodbye. We're just making sure that it wasn't any like secret attack thing, because we've been running into that a couple of weeks now. But
Does it normally come after you search someone else's wagon? Because I can understand why they'd want to attack you after that.
No, it doesn't. We have to be cautious though. This is near a popular place for us, so we have to be careful. But we'll leave you alone now, so don't worry. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Malice Dave to you too.
And
Hi.
just kind of walks away, and just sort of see him just like smacky upside the head. His little human friend is like, why? This is like, you can see the gestures of like, why would you do that? This is so stupid. And you guys hop back in, and you guys are making your way back to the base of what is the name of that fort again? There's a fort.
Argitas.
Argitas. Got it. So you make your way back to Argitas. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go back to the base?
No, Scales is fine.
We've already been to the pub, so I'm not really sure what else there is to do.
I think we should get Shia LaBeouf back to base as
Yeah,
quickly
we
as
need to
possible.
find a way to make him talk.
Do we need to go to the bazaar and buy a large quantity of bananas to pelt him with? In case he's allergic, I don't know if he is, but
Get some
it'd be
butter
funny.
from Harold.
Get a couple bonanners.
Bonanners! Yes.
Bonanners. Well, I mean, do you guys go get some bonanners, or?
I think
Drive
we'll
the-
figure out a different way of making him talk.
That is fair enough. That's probably a
we have
good idea.
ways. We have like sharp, pointy things. We have magic.
Yeah,
We'll be able to deal with him. It's not a problem.
We have claws.
it's fair enough.
And claws. They have some pretty badass claws.
Very, very pretty and shiny. Keep them very well polished. As you guys make your way back, you park the cart in get the parking lot.
We don't have to pay, do we? It's not a
No,
payback.
no. It's like the military. It's like
If it's
spot.
outside our penthouse, then we'll probably have our own parking space.
Yeah. The penthouse does not, because it's very like in the middle and the thicket of the fort, so it'd be very awkward to like, I don't know. There's not a good amount of like space to like transfer a lot of carts.
It's the way with penthouses, lots of living space, but terrible parking.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You have to park like the rest of them. As
Have to park like normals. Ugh.
as it reaches, it's reaching about close to early evening. As you guys make your way back to the building where the office of the lieutenant is, and you guys make it back to the lieutenant, and you are at the door of the lieutenant. You knock, and you hear your dwarven lieutenant go to, "Yes, who is it?"
It's your favorite people.
Open the fucking door, MacLeod.
Oh, for the love of God, come in!
We come in. Open the door.
All right, you open the door. It's interesting. It's from usual visits where there was piles of papers and files and whatnot and information tactics. It's actually neat. There's like everything's filed away. The floor is clean, and there's just only a couple of piles of paper on his desk.
I'm seriously asking, what happened here?
Is the bloody war over already?
No, quite far from it. But I went to my therapist, and they said that you need to, a disorganized work environment really expresses your lifestyle, and if you sort of treat yourself a little bit better, maybe you'll feel more confident to, I don't know, just some vague philosophical bullshit.
So you met Dr. Frown Smasher?
Yes.
Yes. Good fellow. Can't hold his drink.
Yeah, I stopped after 2 sessions realizing that he was drunk. But yes, what can I help you with? I have a seat that you actually can now, and you see like a couple of chairs, so a couple of you can take a seat.
I'll sit on the desk.
I'll stand.
I'd rather you not.
I just look up at him and smile.
Okay.
This may sound like a strange question, MacLeod. Do you have any manacles to hand?
I do.
Manacles? I don't...
Yes, manacles, chains, instruments of binding. I'm not saying that you're into that sort of thing, but they can be rather handy.
Is this for personal use?
Do you want to do the thing,
you've got
Gromo?
a prisoner, you dolt.
No, he's already bound. He's rather tied up with my loot.
Prisoner, where?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Also, we might want some guards on the door. That could be quite handy.
Okay, and he pulls out a little copper coil and whispers into it, and just sort of puts it down. And you wait a few minutes, and there's a couple of guards that come in.
Maybe it'd be better if we did this inside, like, I don't know, say a jail cell.
He is bound.
Really?
There's no point bringing him into, like, somewhere he's gonna be nice and cozy, like this office. Maybe we should just put him in a cold, dank cell.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
I mean, otherwise you're just going to transport him from here down to the cells later on anyway. Also, it's a lot easier to clean up blood in the cell than when
I don't even know where the prisoner is.
let's go to the cells, shall we?
Yeah.
Where is it?
He's with a friend.
Lieutenant.
Just-
You can ignore the lieutenant and just go down to the cells.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, follow us.
Oh my God, you're wasting my time. I have a theater to go. I have a show to go to. Okay, whatever. Cool. And he says, you two follow me. If they do anything stupid,
Like
just sort
they
of falls
think they
up
can
and it
take us
doesn't trails
anyway.
off.
Just not waddle on.
Yes.
It's
Right
like,
then.
yeah, they'll probably die anyway. Whatever. So
To the dungeons!
To the
I mean,
dungeon.
I'm sure I didn't want to step on your toes. so-
you. Yes, thank you. So you guys.
So to the
go out-
dungeons, yes.
So you guys make your ways to what is a sort of jailhouse in the military, but it's a little more guarded. You see a lot more heavily armed, sort of paladin equivalent armored guards that are just sort of standing at the ready. Two dragonborns, like an electric blue and a fiery red, and they're just standing there, waiting. They just nod. They just as you go in, and you hear just basically like a bunch of like screaming from like previous people that you've captured, and also like some new capturers as well, and just people like, I want to leave, and then some people are like sleep, and then you do see a couple of jail cells that are open and free, and you go to one of them, and it's yeah. So you guys say, all right, we're here. There's a free cell. Where's the prisoner? There's no prisoner here.
Okay.
On Gromo. Do-do-do.
Let's keep your bloody hose on. Right. Ted? We need you, Ted.
Hey, you
What?
see
It's your time to shine,
Ted.
Ted. What? Come out.
You see Ted sort of like, you know how like a sloth wraps around himself in a tree, and like he's sort of doing that and just slowly like rubbing Shyla, and you kind of see Shyla just slowly crying. He's like, it's awful there, and you see like two of the guards pull out their swords. Like, what the hell is that? And he's like,
Oh, that's Ted.
"Man."
That
He's like
friend's dead.
slowly like caressing Shyla while he's like.
Thank you for looking after our guest, Ted. Would you
So-
would you mind just dropping him in there? That'll do. He didn't give you any trouble, did he?
He was pretty cool, actually. I just kind of force-fed him a couple of our dishes. There's not a lot of times you can share your culinary culture with somebody. It was pretty snazzy.
As well, remind me we have to do that sometime. Anyway, could you just throw him roughly to the floor over there or something?
Yeah, no problem. You got it, dude. Alright. And he just sort of drags him over with like some inhuman strength and just like he sort of like in a way just sort of swings his arms over and then drops him into the cell.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ted. I'll as a thanks, here, take one of these. I pull out one of my many flasks of drink and I hand him my pre-battle wine, which I made sure to take.
He kind of awkwardly with the sloth claws.
I unstopper it for him and stuff.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
like, here, here is a part of my culinary culture, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Takes a little whiff, sips it. Not half bad.
Yes, I thought so. Anyway, you're free to go if you want. I mean, I didn't want to impose.
I'll kind of chill here. I was kind of curious why I was here.
Okay. Well,
If it's cool with short dude.
It's fine with me.
He kind of whispers to Gromor. He's like, "That thing gonna kill us?"
what thing?
This.
Oh, Ted! No!
Yeah.
No! Well, maybe, but no, not right now.
You named him Ted.
That's his name.
What the bloody? Okay, cool. I got it.
Just be cool, Makia. I know it's difficult. I know that you have years of experience not being particularly cool with this sort of thing, but believe me, this
how I
once-
don't like demons.
anyway.
I
Okay.
wouldn't worry about it. I mean, He's under the control of the ring. It's okay.
He's not under control of the ring. He just does what I ask because we're cool.
It's like the Fonz. Just be cool, man.
Yeah, be cool. Anyway.
This Shia person, the one that said bring it dead or alive, well, he tried to bribe us and saying, "Oh, if you let me live, I'll give you information." So we just took him, and we're going to take the information. So he thinks he knows. He can tell us who his contacts are, or who his boss is.
I wouldn't believe that for a second. I would probably just kill him right here, right now.
That's a really silly military idea. I mean, if the guy has information, we should get it from him, because clearly either he has to, like, meet at a certain place at a certain time and pick up certain information about the kills he's going to have, in which case that information would be really useful for us, because then we can go pick it up and find out who the next people are, and then follow that link back, or he actually knows who he's working for, in which case we need that information so we can go kill them.
Yep. Well, she
I
said,
think I should be a colonel. I think I should be the general captain in charge. Yeah. How do I apply for a promotion,
that sounds like a terrible
sir?
idea.
No, you shut up. How do I apply for a promotion, sir?
You write a form to me, and I check it and read it and disapprove of it.
Wait, what?
So,
You're not going to give me a fair
anyway.
chance. If you're not going to give me a fair chance, I'm going to say there's discrimination because you personally don't like me. That's not fair.
Yes,
Let's focus on the
I'll
task.
write to your captain.
God damn it.
So, alright, but how on earth do we actually know this information is going to be legitimate? I'd say we just end this right now. This is so silly.
No, listen.
Get someone to,
I will
do
make
the truth
sure.
back.
Yeah, I will make sure that what he says is the truth.
How can you ensure that? You're a bard, not a cleric.
Wait. No, I'm gonna do one better.
What? Better than
You have
Zoda's
spiky
truth?
swords! Stab, stab.
Yeah, kind of.
Ah!
I'm trying to think what this is.
Pray to this magic.
Can he make a, meaning our boss, can he make me a wisdom saving throw?
What are you doing to our boss?
I'm not
You
gonna
missed a
hurt
bit
him.
below.
Kind of.
That's a 3.
And I say to him, because I'm going to use suggestion, but I say to him, answer the next question truthfully. And then I say, when was the last time you got laid? And he instantly has to tell me the truth.
That was funny enough. Exactly the question I would have asked.
It was about 3 winter solstices ago.
And I put my arm around him, pat him on the back, give him a little squeeze, and I say, that's how I'm going to make sure it's the truth.
I fucking hate you so much.
Can I insight that? Is he telling the truth on that one too?
Yeah, sure.
Oh man. Oh. Uh-oh. Where the fuck is insight? 19.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. I don't think there's a reason why he would lie about that.
Well, he might just be saying it offhandedly, like, "Oh, I fucking hate you," which I do a lot, and not actually mean it. So he could just be
Oh, you're
saying
checking on that. I thought you were saying he was checking on if he was actually telling the truth on
No. That I trust. I trust Scales. If Scales says a thing is going to happen, it happens.
Gotcha. He doesn't. Well, he's aggravated, but he feels reassured.
That's good. Okay, well, the boss basically, his body language is basically saying, "Let's go for it."
If you don't, I'm going to do something very, very bad. It'll make me lose my position, but I don't care. Go on, Scales, do your thing.
Yeah, so I go over to where Shia LaBeouf is on the floor, and I say, does somebody want to prep asking the question?
Oh, I have some.
Now, when you're
I
ready-
have some lovely ways to preface this.
It's only you only
Damn
get one
halflings.
question. You will only get one question.
Oh yes, that's fine.
So
Just before you do this, young Shia there. Hello. You feeling quite all right?
Yeah. Probably.
Now, I want you to understand, young Mr. LaBeouf,
Yes.
that if you don't tell us what we want to know, I'll give you to Ted. I'll never ask for you back. You can stay there with his family and try all of his delicious cuisine, and possibly be delicious cuisine for him. Now, I need you to do one thing for me,
Oh.
and that thing is listen to my good friend Scales here.
No.
So, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Sure thing. That is a 6.
Cool. Then he has to do it. And I say to him, you must answer the next question truthfully. And then I leave the room.
You hear his face like scrutinizing because you feel like there's this inner battle going inside him.
Mhm. And then I say over to the group for asking the question.
I think Ducky's best equipped to work out what we need.
What, me? Why?
Because you're good.
Because you're the same breed of gutter scum.
Squinting in my eyes very angrily, I'll look over at Shia LaBeouf. Okay, let's start. How many of these questions do we have, Scales? How
Yeah,
can we
one.
do this? Just one. Just a single
I
question.
have one more spell slot left that I can use for it. But again, you'll have to make a wisdom saving throw. So,
could everybody make me a perception check real quick?
Maybe.
Oh,
11.
oh shit.
Oh,
19.
shit. 19.
I got 14.
Who had 19? Alright. Crowbar, while the group is discussing this, you do notice Makir is he does another message and is just talking to the guards.
Yeah.
I look over at my companions. Just do that and just like point at McHugh. And then I'll look over at Shia LaBeouf like, okay. If you were us, how would you infiltrate your list of contacts?
Probably I would probably go to the Grand Fountain, tail them there, and just sneak into whatever base. That's where I meet them.
You meet them at their base?
No, I would tail them to their base. I meet them at the Grand Fountain.
Where do we know where the Grand Fountain is?
Yeah, you got maps, man. You could.
Cool.
Grand Fountain's just sort of like it's like a kid park. Sort of. It's almost like a Dungeons and Dragons water park.
Oh wow. You want to be a bit more specific where in Grand Fountain, because it's a really big, cool place.
We just sort of hang out in the treehouse area.
Any particular treehouse?
The one big one that's there.
How do we know it's them?
I'm not answering that.
I look over at Gromor, who I assume is playing with his ring. But you know, I'd like to know, the longer that you and I have this little this little conversation, the longer it is before you get to go hang out with my good friend and potentially his friend. And I'll indicate to Gromor and the big sloth thing.
There's a secret room in the treehouse. It's sort of like you know how like there's entrances to water parks and parks in general, amusements, and there's like a ticket vendor and whatnot. That's where it is, and there's an adult area where the adults can wait and do.
Oh, okay.
And there's a secret room, and I meet with a gargoyle.
A gargoyle. Interesting. Any certain like key phrases to avoid, you getting yourself killed by being there? And I indicate back at Gromor if he looks like he's even hesitating just a little bit.
Well, long story short, if there's phrases that could kill you, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I said I don't know. Please, no.
You remember we had this little conversation just like maybe a minute or so ago about the longer you talk, the less time. Is there anything you feel like you want to let us know that's pertinent?
Any code words to prevent you from being killed?
No, but I could. I'll give you at least this information, which is that I know that the hirer is of short stature.
Like him short or me short? Because I
don't know.
Short.
That's all I know.
I mean,
it's like you. It's always been silhouettes.
That's how I'd work too. I'm gonna look back at MacLeod. Is he having any response to that information?
Make an insight check.
15?
He seems engaged in the conversation. No real reaction. He's just kind of blank face.
Where is he stood?
He's standing next to you guys. Like, he's standing next to you specifically, Shadowstep, actually.
Okay, can I hear what they're saying?
Oh, he's not talking anymore. He's engaged in your guys' conversation.
Okay. I'm just gonna, lean against the wall next to him.
Okay.
Keep an eye on him.
So, Lieutenant Beard.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want from us? Want from the prisoner? Or shall I turn him over to his fate?
You can kill him, and then I have another job for you.
He might still be useful, but I don't know.
Oh, it's not worth it.
I think he'll be useful. I think we should just give him a Tom.
Ted.
I think.
Sure. That guy.
Ted.
I'm going to put my foot down this time. I am your higher, and I say he dies. Got it?
Any preference to how?
If you want to kill him, be my guest. I don't care. Not one for the sort of blood kind. This is why I'm a hometown instead of a away team.
So, Ted, do You asked if you could kill him earlier. Would you do the honors?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to have him over to try finishing your culinary delights first, and maybe he can share some of his culinary delights with you. I mean, one of the interesting ways
we
of
don't
death
get paid until he's dead.
in the military, we'll be fine. Maybe you could exchange food recipes first. I mean, a slow, lingering death is interesting, and it could be fun. So maybe we'll try that option.
Sure, that sounds marvelous. Alright, my dude. It's time to go back, buddy. And he's like slowly about to go into a hug for Shia LaBeouf. And then he's like, oh, yeah. You may want your loot back, by the way, Scales.
I take it back.
Alright, cool. Okay, bye. And he's just like hugs and is like back into the ring.
Oh.
I'm so glad I've got this.
And he says, whatever you want, meet me in my office when you want the next job. And case closed on this. We're not going to pursue it any further. No reason to. 10,000 gold is in your penthouse. Full collection of the killing.
I vote going to our penthouse
Me
for
too.
a bit of a rest and maybe some food.
Yeah.
Before we take on another mission. We've been away for far too long now.
Fair enough.
Yes.
We want to go rest up.
Yes. As I've been missing my cellar.
I just want those level spell slots back.
You actually get a note from the guard. I was like, "Oh, sir," he mentions this to Gromore. We have your built-in hammock with a cup holder, like you asked, to put in the cellar.
Oh, you are an excellent servant of the realm. So, I trust it's already installed.
Yes, sir. 2 cup holders, 1 for each drink.
Oh, and you are by far my favorite. Thank you very much. And
Quite welcome, sir.
I flip him a single gold.
Thank you. I was just telling you, but all right, sir. Thank you.
Excellent.
All right.
You see, Ducky, this is why we serve the realm. All the perks you could ask for.
Currently, all the perks we can ask for. I mean, I'm not sure we're working for the realm.
So you guys make it back. You guys are home. What would you like to do? You're home. You're here. It's warm. It's safe. Nobody's gonna try to take your cake. What are you gonna do?
Scales will take his loot, retire to his room, and he's gonna sit and practice some spells. And he's also gonna, in his room, he's got one wall that's just obviously full-length mirrors, and he's also gonna take a set of swords, and he's going to start practicing with them. He's going to start trying to juggle them and trying to do tricks with them.
Make an athletics.
Athletics.
Sounds like you use your fancy dice cup right there that you can get at cognitivemerchant.co.uk. Plug.
Athletics. So that would be a 21.
Yeah, no problem. You are doing flawlessly. You're actually doing this kind of like cool, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you're doing like a crisscross juggle thing with the sword.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's how he's spending his evening, is kind of boning up on his spells and sword work, and he's going to try out some different types of swords to use.
Okay, what kind of we'll say this is a cool thing. If you have a short sword, with the proficiency that you have mastered with your jugglery, we will allow it to be a throwing weapon that can at least reach about 20 feet.
Okay, cool. Nice.
So, yeah. And what are you all doing? What are you doing, Ducky, Thirsty, and Shadow Step?
Shadow Step will run around like a crazy around the house first. Get under the sofa, come out from under the sofa, scratch the carpet, climb some curtains.
This sounds like my cat.
Yeah. And then curl up in a warm spot on the floor and go to sleep.
Okay.
I told you we shouldn't left the nip out.
Oh.
We subsequently hide the catnip.
Make a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? She's passed out asleep.
Well, you know, just to see how
Just
well
chuck
you
it out the goddamn window.
You hide it. Oh, fair enough. All right, cool.
There it
Yep,
was.
make it fair. Cool. And what are you doing, Thirsty and Ducky?
I want to break into our lieutenant's office.
Okay. So before that happens, Thirsty, what would you like to do?
Oh, I was going to get someone to bring me a fantastic meal, and maybe summon Ted again for the last time that day to share some of my delicious food with him.
So you go to local mess hall, you go to the mess hall, and there's like a buffet of great meats and potatoes, very standard stuff. But it's very rich today because there's like leftovers from the first day of Malice Day feast. And you summon Ted and you say, "Oh hey, what's up, man?"
I wanted to share the culinary brilliance of the Malice Day celebration with you.
Oh shoot, that's pretty dope. Is there like an etiquette to this? Like, do we take turns taking a bite of each food, or how does it work? Like, I don't know much about this.
I go and I hand him one of the traditional large Malice Day bowls.
Yeah.
And I'm just fill your bowl. Everything in there is yours.
What if it goes above the brim, but we can balance it? I'm pretty good at balancing.
That's the spirit of the holiday. You're already getting it.
Oh, yeah, I can get used to this. Alright, cool. And
Just look out for the gravy, it makes things slippery.
Okay, okay, good. Good to know. Alright. Anybody? Natural 20. You see Ted with just
on his glutton.
a gravy covered, like, it's the size of, like, if you took... it's as tall if you took the long end of a rugby ball and put 5 of them on top of each other. And he manages to balance this pretty well. And all the guards are like, what the hell is going on? But they see that you're with him and talking to him, so they're like, he's friend, but like, what? And
I lead him to like a booth at the buffet place.
there's some like 2-person tables.
Yeah. Alternatively, I chuck someone a few gold and get like a like private dining room. Just because I don't want two people freaking out. Colossal goddamn.
You could take Ted back to your penthouse. That would be as private as you could get.
Yeah, but it would be too far from the buffet.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, I mean, there is no private room in the mess hall, but you find a corner. You find a 2-person table that's like in a corner, and that's as private as you're gonna get. And Ted says, "Am I doing it right?"
Is the food going in your mouth? If you
yes,
right.
I know how to do food.
No, that's the entire essence of the celebration. If the food and the booze is going in your head, you're doing it.
Great. All right. So while you're enjoying that meal with Ted, Ducky, you go to the office, or you go to the building that the office is in, which is sort of like this L-shaped kind of building. And there's a guard standing at the front door.
Like, I'm gonna go through the front door. So where's his office?
His office is at the second floor. Like the second part is just solely his.
Oh, nice. I will scout around the building.
Uh-huh.
See how many guards there are.
There's about... Make a perception check.
Say perception. Dice do not fuck me. It didn't fuck me! 20!
You see about... There's a back door and a front door. They're guarded by one guard each, and then there's 3 guards patrolling around. One of them actually spots you, and it's like, "All right, Ducky."
It spots me. I haven't had a chance to hide yet. Jeez.
Well, you got close.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Just go for a walk. Enjoy your roots.
Nice ears.
I want to scale the side of the building into a window on the second floor.
Okay, there is a window. It is on the front side, if you will, where the front door is.
It's saying that there's no other windows on the second floor. Just one window.
Well, there's one, but it's also at the back.
So they have 2 windows on the second floor.
I mean, yeah, it's not a big office building.
Alright, okay. I'll take it. I will grab a rock. I will take 3 rocks. I'll pick them up and I'll throw one. I'll throw one a bit further. I'll throw one even further away so the guard at the front will hear it. And then I'm going to scale up the front of the building.
Roll me a...
It's going to be terrible.
Dexterity.
Okay. Would one claim it's some sort of stealth check?
You can do a stealth, but you have to do dexterity to see how far you can throw the stone.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take that. 21.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't see you throwing the stones, but let's see how well you can throw the stones. So roll me 3 dexterities.
3. So was that first one a stealth check? Because that would have been way higher.
The first one was a stealth check.
Okay,
so
that would have been like
now,
26.
Okay.
Alright, so this is where her dexterity really shines. So I have a 9, a 12, and a 9.
Okay, it's not a high DC. You're not trying to throw these too far away. You're just trying to throw them in general direction, and you're not trying to be super coordinated with it. So
I just wanted to go
you get him about 40-45 feet away from the building.
That's awesome. I'll run at the building and scale up the front.
All right, mate, roll me athletics.
Oh dear. Got this. The dice fucks me, thirsty. 4. It let me down at the wrong moment.
You kind of do like the cat scratching on glass, trying to climb it up, but it's just like yeah.
You should have taken the cat with you.
Wait, he's not at the front door, right? I'll go through the front. If I can't climb up the wall and he's pissed off, I'm just gonna go through the front of the building.
You run in, you shut the door quickly. You don't know if he notices.
That's cool. I will live with that.
All right, cool.
Being super quiet, I want to work my way to his office.
Roll me a perception check, just real quick, so I can be fair.
3.
Yeah, there's no guards.
Sweet.
You walk upstairs. As you're walking past a couple of the, I guess, secretary rooms, if you will, just rooms that you do see a couple of guards looking, just patrolling about. it's pretty lantern lidded. Just only a couple. You managed to walk past them because you're short enough, fortunately. But that's about it. You make it to the second floor now, and you are here. At the door, it is locked.
It's definitely locked.
Yes. You try. You twist the knob. Nothing.
Right. Step 1, I will try and pick the lock.
Okay. Well, make me a sleight of hand check.
7. Fuck.
You kind of just sort of like whack it with a stick a little bit and sort of jam as much of it as you can into the keyhole just to see if it works. Not much.
Damn it. Oh, sorry. Damn it! Fudge! I cast Dimension Door and appear on the other side.
As you are about to... As you... Christ almighty, why? I climb up the wall. Oh wait, he's away. Front door. I try to break into the door. Can't break in. Dimension door.
Of course, all of this
Sure.
could have been solved at the beginning by just Dimension Door to his office.
Pretty much.
Hey, I'd like to try, okay? I don't want to burn my spell slots unless I have to.
As you do that, you do hear as you step into the dimension door, you hear, oi, who's that?
I can't do anything, I've disappeared. I've just got...
Yep.
That's Dimension Door.
Yep, you're in the dimension door, and you are in the office.
Cool. I want to search his desk, under his desk, and directly above his chair.
Sure. As you enter, just FYI, you see the office room completely in disarray, like it usually is.
Okay. I will just run around like a mad person, just basically try and pick up as much as I can and have a look through stuff, mostly his desk.
Alright, his drawers are locked.
I look for a key.
Alright, roll me a investigation.
Oh, 17. I need more intellect.
You go through the piles of paper real quick, and you notice a oddly disorganized pile of papers. Like, it looks like it's made to just look like a lump of papers, but it's actually just where the key is being hid under that lump, and you find it.
I open the drawers. Like, really quick, because I realise that things are coming at or near me.
You do hear the doors slowly being banged. You find... let's see. You open... Make me a dexterity check in general, just to see how quick you can do this.
13.
Okay. You open... So the way that works is his desk is like one of those desks where there's 2 short drawers on each side and then 1 large drawer on the other side, and then there's nothing in between. As you open the first 4 short drawers, you find a couple of notebooks in general, and then 1 book and a letter. And then you also find in the large drawer you find in the left large drawer a shorthand crossbow, and also a few bolts. And then on the other side, you find what appears to be a scrolled away blueprints for something. And as you do this, I will be fair. So the desk with the nothing in between, the front part of it is still covered end to end with wood, but there's like a little cubby. So it's technically like a little cubby you can hide under.
Mm-hmm.
You instinctually duck in as you hear the door bang out, and you hear 2 sets of foot stomping about.
As a note, I've taken the book, the letter, and the blueprints. That's what I'm taking. So I've heard these people like crash and running into the room.
You take what?
The book, the letter, and the blueprint. I need to check the range of my spell.
Notebooks as well?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take everything. I'm just holding them all, clutching them to my chest, like, oh no!
So they're
He's gonna be so angry.
They're kind of looking about. What would you like to do?
I just need to check something real quick.
Okay. While you're checking that out, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can totally check out Cognitive Merchant or Bloodthirsty Puppets to take a quick breather, because I know I like to jump between campaign to campaign just to shake things up sometimes.
Right. I'm going to use the last charge of Dimension Door, and I'm going to appear outside on the ground, in some bushes. It's 500 feet. I didn't realise the range was that far.
Okay, do you want to appear in front of the building, or do you want to appear super far away?
I would like to appear as far away as I can get. Close to home, but as far away as I can get.
You dimension door to the penthouse.
Oh, thank God. Can I dimension door into the cellar, just to be an asshole?
You just barely make it in, but there's you get to this, you dimension door into the stairs of the cellar, and you see Gromor just sort of relaxing and enjoying a couple of drinks in his new hammock.
Surprise!
Nah! What the fuck are you doing in here?
I may have done something that may possibly get all of us into trouble. And she's holding all these things wrapped in her arms, like
Shadow Step and Scales, you do hear Gromor sort of go like, ah!
And probably my shout of surprise too. She wasn't subtle.
Shadow Step will jump up and dart to the door, cellar door.
Yeah, Scales will sheath his swords and make his way there.
Okay. You guys, after a couple of minutes, Gromor, Shadow Step and Scales come in as well.
What's going on?
I may have gotten us into a little bit of trouble. Well, I haven't been found out yet, but I'm just holding all these things. Like, I had a slight inkling about our boss, so I wanted to check it out.
I did notice him acting a little suspiciously when we were dealing with the prisoner.
And he seemed to be casting meshes between him and the guards a lot, and always really insistent we just kill Shia the Buff, which is why I suggested that he spend some time eating rather than dying. But I broke into his office, I stole some things, and I just dumped them on the ground.
What did you find, Ducky?
Well, I didn't really have time to go through and find anything per se, so I stole as much as I could. His office was a complete crap hole, though.
So, the office looked like complete crap again, but when we saw it before, it looked
super
all
tiny.
Was it an illusion then?
It might have been an illusion that it was tidy. I don't really know, but I just broke into his desk and stole a bunch of stuff.
Have they seen you? That's a yes. Okay.
Maybe?
I think we should barricade the door.
Well,
move out of here quickly.
But I'm not the only one who thinks our lieutenant's being a bit weird, right?
As
No,
you guys are discussing, you do hear the alarms going off, and you hear You hear somebody say, "There's been an intruder! Something has been stolen of great valuable possession. We will be interrogating everybody soon."
My bad.
Do we have any secret passages out of a penthouse?
Out of the cellar.
Hell, yeah, you do.
Oh,
In the cellar.
There's got to be one in the wine cellar. I mean,
Yeah.
there's got to be, right?
Yeah.
And we still have Tom or Tim.
What are you talking about?
Ted is actually
I
sitting
didn't
on
have a
it.
boat hole installed in my cellar.
Come on.
That's fine.
As you actually guys look to your left, Ted is sitting on a very basically a table that is on top of a trapdoor.
Oh, hi Ted. Didn't notice you.
Hey,
Hi, Tom.
how's it going?
Excellent. We're about to go on a little adventure. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's pretty boring. It was good food though. I'm pretty full.
Can we also suggest you don't kill that guy that we asked you to kill earlier slowly with food? Just try not to kill him. We might need him.
Hey. Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna be annoying though, just FYI.
That's okay. You'll have fun with him. Anyway, we should leave. And I'm going to pick up all the things again.
Need me to do anything?
Let's just go. Just go.
No, not really. If you want to, you could toddle off home.
Ooh.
I didn't mean to bore you. I'm very sorry.
No. You're chill, man. You're cool. I like you. You're cool. You saved my life. It's all good, fam. Here, I can do this, and Ted just slowly takes one wall of your wine cellar, and all the bottles of the wine just sort of dissipate into your ring.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking cool.
He is a sloth after your own heart.
Yes. There's the capacity to summon my wine cellar also.
I think you could place for your tipple.
It's not a bag of holding. The wine bottles will be awkwardly in a pile back somewhere in one of the caves that the sloths don't bother, but it's there if you need it.
I think we're probably going to need lots of wine by the time this evening's out.
Right. Okay. Well, I do hear some banging or knocking on your door.
We should leave. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wanna get through this trap
go.
door?
Could you open the door? Thank you. And just like
You guys open the door and you guys make your way in. You rush in, and you guys walk for about maybe 20-25 minutes, and you notice that it is a long escape. Like it is you. Gromar, as you slowly traveling through, you're like, oh yeah, this leaves town. Like this leaves the kingdom.
Well, you know, sometimes the best vintages come from places where we have territorial disputes with wars, you know. Yeah, you know, and occasionally enterprising individuals within the military, like, well, me, acquire. Smuggle's such a filthy word.
Acquire is a good word.
Yes, I thought so.
You could say romance. Romance of making the wine do the good. I don't know. Ted's like just spitballing. But as you guys do this, about maybe an hour and a half has gone by now, and you guys finally make it out of the kingdom. You're at one of the walls. You push together as a team. You push a heavy stone out of the way, and you guys are outside of the kingdom.
Oh, let's go find a place to hide. It just needs to be heavily obscured and a place that they won't think to look for us.
Do we recognize where we are?
Yes, you guys are in a hilly it's weird. It's a unique terraformed area of the side of the kingdom where it's essentially two forested mountain. I wouldn't say mountains, but they're very large hills. And in between it is a very plain, hilly grass plain.
Okay.
So should we head towards the hills just for
Head
now?
for the hills.
Run for the hills!
Run for your lives.
Yes.
Run to the hills.
Yes, that would be the one.
Maybe we shouldn't be singing as we go. Yes.
Oh no, no one would ever believe that people would be foolish enough to run away singing. Well, you see, it's I believe it's called social stealth.
Fair enough.
Yes.
So what I basically want to do is like travel for maybe another 30-40 minutes because I don't want to get too far away because we might want to go back and have to deal with this situation soon. So whenever we find a place that is quite obscured, like a forest or a place where there's lots and lots of rocks kind of obscuring us from view, I will then create us a safe hut.
Before we set off, Shadow Step will cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Good.
I thought we were going socially stealthing. Or is this going to add a +10 to our social stealthing?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Alright,
Okay.
wicked.
So it's really loud singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just, sing our heads off as we go.
Yeah.
Or I can cast silence.
Oh, is it like a bubble of silence so we can sing boisterously within it? Is that why we felt safe to sing, boisterously sing?
I would like that, yeah.
Why not?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so you guys do that, and you run it for about 30 to 40 minutes, and you make it outside sort of the exit of where the large hill end, and you guys see sort of a large, just vast plain, just hilly and whatnot, beyond a cliff, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, I go find some big rocks and stuff that will just obscure us from view, and I cast Leomund's tiny hut for us to get in. That'll last 8 hours.
Okay, fair enough. You guys do that. You guys rest, unless there's anything you guys want to do.
Yeah, we want to look through all those papers and stuff that she got from the office to find out what's actually going on.
Blueprint, letter, and a book, right?
And all the notepads. It's why she was struggling to hold everything when she came back. She took everything.
That's why I wanted somewhere safe for 8 hours. We've got 8 hours when nobody can get in.
Fair enough. Within the safe hut. I don't know if it's like Magnificent Mansion where you can construct a couple of things like tables and chairs.
It's basically just like a dome that people can't pass through.
Right.
Up to 10 people can fit in it. I think.
I'll read it out to you so that you know.
All right.
It says, it means that 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if the area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast this spell, can move through it freely. All of the creatures and objects are barred from passing through. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any colour you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
Okay, awesome. So as you guys do this, what would you like to look at first?
I did the stealing. I'm not really all that smart. So maybe someone with a bit more intellect than me might want to have a look at this.
I'd like to check out the blueprints. I'm not super intelligent, but I've got, like, survival and shit.
So it's down to me to be the scholar, then, is it?
You look at the blueprint, and you see it is it is a unique device. It looks like it's being worked with artificers, as they are developing sort of what seems to be what they're calling it a DDR. Which it doesn't express what the DDR is, but from what you can see, it looks like a giant barricade smashing hammer thing.
Okay. So it's not a place, it's a device.
It's a device, yes.
Right. Okay, guys, it's a device. Smash the hit thing. By the look of it.
A smashy hit thing.
And what else would you like to look at? Or
What else was there?
there's notebooks. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay.
Notebooks, a book, a letter.
Can we read the letter?
You read the letter. It's just a nice little love letter from his wife that died like a few years ago.
Aww.
Oh, now we're supposed to be all sad for him? He was acting all shady and shit, man. Alright, everyone's got baggage. Don't worry about it.
He's just made up. Don't worry about it.
He's not real!
It's not real. So, and then notebooks, you see sort of, it is written, in Thieves' Cant.
Can anybody speak Thieves' Cant?
Yeah, I think one of us can. Look, should be able to.
Are you not a rogue?
I'm not a rogue. I'm a monk.
Oh. I can't speak Thieves' Cant because I'm not a thief.
Ah, yeah.
I'm an assassin.
There's a difference. I hate it when people stereotype us.
Yes, I'm not a thief. I have a shred of honor.
You look at
But
that.
only a shred.
That's more than you. I mean, I didn't mean to steal it.
Are we able to intelligently discern what it says?
Make an intelligence check without with disadvantage.
Can somebody else make an intelligence check with disadvantage?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a
What
crack
is
at it.
out of curiosity? What is our general intellect scores here? I'm sitting on a big fat 10, so I have 0.
I've got -1.
I have 14.
My intelligence is a +1.
Oh.
So I am in fact the smartest here.
So Gromo, do you wanna do the others, or do you two want to like assist? Do you want to assist Gromo?
Yeah, I'll look over your shoulder, basically going like,
Okay.
no, I think that's an F.
Oh,
With-
if you like give him inspiration, then I can assist him, so he'll get advantage too. So like, I would have picked up something you would assume from being a.
Y'all
an
are just
assassin.
comboing this.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so
We're
cool.
teamworking, man.
Oh my god, teamwork in a D&D game? What are the odds?
I know that symbol there means kill, and that symbol there means that's another one for kill. That one says ambush, and that one says subtle, and that one says just kill a bit more. So I can help him out with little bits here and there.
All right, we'll say with this, the team effort, you'll get. We'll say Grillmore. You can make a intelligence check with advantage, and then add also a d6 to it.
Woo!
Dice cup.
The good dice.
Fuck yes. Okay, that's a shit. So, ooh.
You could also add a d6.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a d6 there. That's
Oh, okay.
25. 26.
Nice.
Nice.
So with 26, not knowing any Thieves Guild per se, you're drawing the grasp that this is so basically in a caveman way you've sort of broken this down. You oh, that's pretty cool. You basically saw this as team here killed this. This kill make good. Build off kill.
Say again. Sorry.
It's basically the way it is like he's saying team here kill this, kill good, build off of kill. But that's kind of like a very loose caveman translation of it.
Yeah.
Because you can't quite necessarily discern it.
Right. What else?
So it looks like a mission statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
One of many. This you can tell from the date entries. You went off the most recent one.
we have a look through the notebook?
You just did. That's all in Thieves' Camp.
There was a book as well, right?
Yes, there was a book. As you open the book, you find that it's one of those hidden books that holds an item inside it, and
Ooh.
you see basically a
Decoder ring.
It's basically
Gift flask.
this chiseled ruby to look like a Baylor fiend.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably magic. Let me have a look at that. I'll have a look at it with some sort of arcana-y thing. I want to find out what
Okay.
happening with this.
Make an Arcana
I'm
check.
the worst at arcana. It's terrible.
Okay.
I'm proficient
Alright.
in it.
I have got
Okay.
identify if we need it.
Alright, we'll see how I do with this first.
I'm in fact
gonna need it.
literally the Donna Arcana.
That
Okay.
wasn't that one. We're gonna need it.
Yeah.
I'm clearly really tired. I mean, like, breaking in and out of a place has really tired me out. I have no idea if this is magic.
Let
Scales,
me have a look at it.
yeah, Scales will take the figurine and just cast identify on it.
Because
Alright.
identify it, it is basically it has a charge once a week
Okay.
to basically dimension to summon a dimension that lasts for 30 seconds to go to the 9 hells.
Oh, okay. I relay that this is a teleportation device to the 9 hells.
Excellent.
I humbly request you get that the fuck away from me.
I wrap it up in a piece of cloth from my pouch, and I put it back in my pouch. So it's out of sight, and out of mind.
It might be out of your mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna worry about that.
But,
Not
yeah.
gonna lie. But it's a good place
Well,
to go
it's-
hide for a while if we need to.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this is a bit bigger than we expected.
Friendly reminder, it is once a week, so basically you would have to spend a week in the 9 hells.
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as we don't interact with a thing, we're gonna be fine. Okay. Our boss is clearly into some really shady shit. Maybe we should just go tell his boss.
Scales has been like when he's been looking over the stuff that we've got, and while he's had the chance to kind of sit calmly, he's been having a good think, and he just turns to him and says, "The thing is, I'm not necessarily sure it is our boss. I think maybe
an imposter?
yes, maybe something happened to our boss and he's been replaced. I mean, think how many times we disguise ourselves as someone else. He could be in danger."
So you're suggesting our boss isn't a dick and we shouldn't kill him?
I'm suggesting that maybe the person that we just encountered just then isn't our boss, but is somebody pretending to be our boss.
Well, he is a friend of my dad, so maybe I shouldn't just out and out want to kill him, and he is generally a nice dude.
Maybe we should capture him, try and capture him and interrogate him.
Well, at
You know,
least
if it ends up being legitimate, we are so screwed.
we need
Yeah.
to find a way to find out if our boss is actually who he says he is. Because if not, our real boss may be in danger somewhere.
Wait, we need to think of questions that only he would know the answer to.
Yes.
Who can we trust that's still in the city?
What do you mean, in the army or generally?
Yeah.
No.
The compound.
Oh. Well, I'm guessing no one.
Well, there is our lovely inventor guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. He's positively crazy.
As in crazy in a positive way.
Yeah, he's like 9 kinds of crazy. Maybe we could trust him. I mean, we have to get back there.
Realistically thinking, as they are questioning everybody and we are gone, we look pretty suspicious right now to everybody else.
Well, I did actually commit the crime, so it's not about looking guilty. I am guilty.
Yes, but you're not sure whether they saw you, right?
I can honestly say I am not sure if they saw me.
And we can always try and convince them that it wasn't you, but somebody that might have disguised them as you.
So you're saying we should reveal that someone was disguised as Makir and say someone used Ducky's appearance
Yep.
as supporting evidence.
Basically.
So how do we explain having these accoutrements from Makir's residence?
Like personally, Shadow Step, I think that we need to try and either speak ourselves to Makir, or try and get in touch with our crazy inventor dude, and maybe get him to meet us there somehow, but him not knowing that it's us he's meeting.
As you guys are discussing, you do hear a very large yell that you can discern as maybe help outside.
We can see out, so what can we see? Can we see it?
Yeah, you see a fiery Gensai just sort of running in the direction that you guys came from. Not where you guys came from, running towards the direction that you came from.
Okay. Do we want to help this person?
It's kind of just running. There's nobody behind him.
Anybody? And nobody else there.
Nope, just him.
Okay. I turn to our lovely Tabaxi. He's probably the quickest out of all of us, and says, "Quickly, I need you to stay here, but run, find out what's the matter and if we can help.
Okay. Shadowstep will run at him, I suppose, after him.
Okay.
What's your max?
40.
Roll me a dexterity.
Dexterity. Just a plain check, or
I will, because I'd spoken to her and said, go find out, can I give her some inspiration?
Yeah.
Yes, you got D8 inspiration. That's that.
so is it plain dex or athletic? Okay, so that's 15.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not hard to catch up. The dude is in armor, and as you get closer, you do notice it is armor of a soldier from one of the kingdoms that you are at war with, the Fenderman Kingdom.
Okay, I try and catch up with him. Well, I do catch up with him. I'll run past him and then start running towards him and like put my hands out. Stop!
He kind of like stops. He's like does the cartoon like shuffle of the feet to stop thing, and he's like, oh thank God, there's actually somebody here. Oh my gosh.
What's going on? What's up?
Okay. Damn it! I always forget the code word. I'm one of you. I'm a spy. I'm a spy of the for you guys. Okay.
Hey, come with me.
Okay. Cool.
I'll grab him by his armor and start dragging him towards the
All right.
And just start running as fast as I can.
You drag him into the dome. You guys see a heavily armored with a just a large Siamese sword on his back, and you see just this fiery Gensai sort of out of breath.
So Scales just said, "Okay, calm down, and what appears to be the problem?"
Okay, hi. Are you part of our kingdom?
I am indeed. I am Scales, and I put my hand out to shake his hand.
He shakes his anxiously to sort of just keep the momentum going. There is an attack coming to the kingdom, and it's pretty big, and there's a lot of bad things coming. There's a lot of bad things.
Like what?
Dragons.
Oh,
that's pretty bad.
Yeah. And
shit.
Where from?
Fenderman.
Okay, so they're dragons?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I
How
just
do they
saw
get dragons.
I don't know. I just look. My job was to keep an observation on what they were trying to invent or what they were trying to make, not what freaking creatures they were recruiting.
Who's in charge?
That would be Luger. Luger.
Is he a total loser or just married into the losers?
You're a bard, I can tell.
So you are running to warn us.
Yeah, you have no idea how much it took just to get away from those guys.
And how long till they reach the city?
Daybreak.
It.
Right.
It's pretty big. It's pretty bad. I think they are trying to make this the big one, the closer, the finisher.
How many dragons? Is it just one dragon?
3.
It.
Shit indeed.
How big are the dragons?
Adult. They're adults. They're big.
Fuck.
And they have 2 giant hammer things. They're big and cylindrical, and I don't know what they are, but they can dimension door. And they immediately bash and like eradicate a lot of things.
I'll show him the blueprint. And
That thing! Yes! This thing.
Listen, we have...
That's oddly coincidental. How
we
did
have
you get a
some
blueprint like
tell
that?
you.
I think we might have a spy in our city as well.
Well, I'm not freaking surprised they come and go, but we try to hide from them.
Only he's supposed to be our boss.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, so, Oh, I'm so sorry. It's nice to meet you. I come from the Owlbear division.
We are Baylor's place.
What? Okay, cool. You're those guys. You burned a lot of our stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. My friends call me Excelsius.
Shadow Step.
Scale.
Ducky.
Gremo.
I think there's not much time to waste, and we should head back.
Okay, I think our only option right now is to try to oust the fact that our boss is a traitor, and deal with him appropriately. Keep these blueprints and letters as proof, and we need to go and deal with him.
We need to deal with the situation before
These dragons
these
come.
dragons get to the city.
We also need to find out exactly how these hammers work and see if we can find a way to disable them.
Well,
Otherwise, they will breach our walls, and that's it.
We've
Done
got the
for.
blueprints, so...
They're gonna arrive at daybreak, but they're not gonna attack right the moment they get there. They're gonna get ready and settled in.
Okay, cool. Right.
So, out of character, I think this is like my suggestion for like a plan of action would be, first of all, get those blueprints to our crazy inventor guy. Tell him that we need him to work out a way to disable these or some kind of defense against them. While he's working on that, try to sneak back in and find our boss and fuck him up.
Either sneak back him or get him to summon Bakir to his workshop. On the false pretext.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Something.
Need him out somehow.
We just need to get him away from other people so we can talk to him.
I could get it to that guy, the blueprints,
Yes.
because I can explain it better to him because I was there.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. So we hand him the blueprints and we tell him where. I've forgotten his name, but our crazy inventor guy.
Oh, we're going back through.
Professor Curiarty.
Oh no.
That's
Will we
Yeah.
not? We must have come with us.
we
Because
are
we'll be
going-
directly inside our compound.
Yeah, but there might come a time where we've got to split off so that he can
Yep.
go there and we go deal with the guy. So that's why I'm telling him where he is.
I'll find you and I'll tell you what he says.
cool. Right.
Fair enough.
Exciting.
Okay. So yeah. Nice to meet you guys. Sorry to bring the bad news.
Before we let him go.
Yeah. I'm gonna come with you guys because I
Yeah.
have enemy armor and I really suck. I don't remember any of the code.
I would like to roll an insight check if he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Just on enough chance. That's 12. I'm running extraordinarily today.
Yeah, still in the truth.
Yay! Friends! Let's
Friends. Okay, you guys head off, and we're gonna see what happens next time.
go! Yay!
Yay!
So, that being said, please give a follow. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, or head on over to Twitch if you want to catch these things freaking live. Or if you want to also catch us live, you can also head over to MechaCon or any convention that we are at. We're always going to conventions. We love conventions. We are conventionaholics. Conventionaholics. That's what we are. All right. With that being said, we will see you guys in the next time. Goodbye. That's a pretty good guitar. Wow, that's scale.